first test case, and that was decided last year. California, next in line. So states, through their state police powers, can trump federal mandates. So that's what Schwarzenegger has done. He has said, folks, we've waited, all the things you said never happened, and we got frustrated. They pulled the rug out from under us. We're not going to let them do that anymore. We're going to do it, and we're going to be the leader. And if the federal government wants to follow us, fine. And he's put all his people up there. All of those people I showed you came from California, and they are embedded in the Obama regime. Smart guy, because now all the funds are coming our way too. But it's a new day. It's a new day.
But it's still a very difficult mechanism to make happen. So that may bring itself down on top.
It may. On the other hand, you've got so much inertia. The momentum on this thing is incredible. Remember I told you there were 500 hearings since January 1. There isn't anybody doing anything else, I don't think, in Sacramento, except fighting over the budget. And the budget issue on this matter was decided.
I'm just saying making it work is not a simple task.
I understand. And that's why at the local level, and what you don't want to have happen is, you know, they're going to try to make you all fit a cookie cutter form, and you're not going to fit. So you need to work with your local people and try to make it work. Yes, sir.
Just who are they that are going to drive by and take a picture and sign them?
Okay, well, this gentleman back here did it for a while.
Okay, they will be driving around at 3 in the morning.
Who is they?
It'll either be the water district, if the water district's in power, or the city of Lake Forest. It's whoever has, legally, it's the city of Lake Forest is responsible for the water in the street.
Is there a fining system? How do they know what's excessive?
Each city will be different, but each city has a different levels of fining. I'll just give you an example. Usually for homeowners, if they find you, they take pictures of you, they send you a warning. Usually they went through like 3 levels. You gotta be pretty arrogant or, pretty strong-willed to fight
Does
it.
this guy wear a badge or a hat or something?
He will actually you are correct. He will wear something that says, hey, I'm from this agency that's doing that. In Newport Beach, they do it all the time. In Lake Forest, I don't think they're enforcing it.
It's coming.
But don't be shocked, because he's correct. They're going to create these mandates. Well, there's a water conservation mandate. Even though you're on reclaimed water here in Irvine Rock Water District, is so progressive it doesn't have a water shortage issue. But it has to comply with
So
everybody
it's going to be
else.
Irvine Water District or Irvine City? Or we don't know?
Excuse me, it's where you live. If you live in Lake Forest, it's the city of Lake Forest. If you live in the city of Irvine, it's the city of Irvine. If you live in the city of Newport Beach, it is the city of
So it's
Newport
going to be
Beach.
the city?
It's the
And
city.
there'll be an officer and a department?
It will be an officer. And they will actually, it'll be a specialized officer with permission to do that.
Okay, that's what they.
Actually, in fact, in Rancho Santa Margarita, they're looking to contract that out. And so they deputize a private contractor, and it's a growth industry. And it's a very easy one to document.
And they won't pass the vendor test. So you can't.
No, they don't.
It's easy to figure out, just follow where the water's coming from.
Yeah. In fact, what is more frightening, and I don't want to, fear is the wrong word.
It's not a one-time pipe breakage or something.
You have the right to test it. You're going to be given the right to
Oh, yeah.
Contest it to who?
the body, the city council, or to the regional water quality control board.
To the city,
Or somebody.
right?
Remember I showed you that picture, that picture of the Metropolitan? We had to argue in front of the Water Quality Control Board that this was, wait a minute, we were reasonable citizens. We weren't outlaws. And they said, tough, $134,000. Now, what you said is absolutely true. It's unlikely they're going to take draconian measures against individual homeowners. What is more of a concern to me, because I represent homeowners associations, is they're not going to look to the individuals. They're going to come knocking on the board of directors' door of the homeowner association and say, we saw a trickle of water coming off of your community. We don't know which of your homeowners is responsible. We don't care. They are within your boundary. We're going to impose a fine on your community, on your homeowners association, as they did with Metropolitan and these others that I've pointed out. And it'll be up to you to go after the homeowners to make sure that it stops or that you seek reimbursement. And you don't want to go there, folks. You don't want that to happen. So you need to start thinking now, politically, how can you convince your elected officials not to let that happen? And what we did at Rancho is we created the Community Associations of Rancho. And we developed a strategy, and we said, we're not really in the police business. We don't do that. We aren't funded for that. And we partnered with the city, and we actually got the city to commit that they would not look to the associations for enforcement. Now that's worth as much, I guess, as the next election, but it's still worth a lot. And so if you can negotiate that kind of a partnership, partner with your city, without them seeing you coming, it really helps because Yorba Linda didn't do that. Rancho, we were successful. Yes, sir.
Why would the city be willing to do that?
Only because you saw it coming first.
Yeah, that's right. Do it before they realize.
And this is valuable tonight. And if you organize, I'll tell you, there's strength. If you got every president of every association in Lake Forest to meet on a regular basis, I'll guarantee you, the next meeting, you'd have the mayor, and you'd have the city manager sitting right there. You'd have a representative from every water district. You'd probably have the police department, and you'd have the fire authority knocking on the door, can we come to the next one? Because they want to know what you guys are up to. That's a powerful group. Think about that. You represent the constituents.
Just as a comment, Irvine Ranch Water District is one of the first in the nation to create water budgets. You are billed by, you're basically allocated a certain amount of water. Since this bill went through, this whole AB 1881 went through, 8 communities in Orange County, as we speak, are going to this water budget method, which really doesn't favor HOAs. Because HOAs are horrible as far as water abusers. That's because I can tell you why. The HOA hires the mow and blow guys at the same rate.
Keep it green.
Keep it green because that's what they've been trained for decades. I'm not blaming them, I'm just saying what reality is.